I'm similar to the Thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check the shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Coincatch jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Boniqua mommy screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me, a big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia, getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a hoe, a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck until I nosebleed. Even if the new man's a certified Mac, you get that H down in you. You want that old thing back? B-I-double-T-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for busting in your E-Y-E. Baby, baby, bitches know they love to hate me. How come you come, we come, live back some maybe. How close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you and your sis, they send me the faces. When y'all coming, y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera roll. Cause I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back, I'm looking like bitch, my swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back. Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares of girls killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, let's dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hunt's in the crib, please send it in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot, but licking clips has to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really go. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen this, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex, and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York? Fulfilling fantasies without that nigga Mr. Raw. Or tattoo, I got you wrapped around my dick. And when I'm done, I got the split shit.
Small. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Sorry, the mic's a little messed up. Hope you guys are all doing good. Big rate decision today. What does it mean? What are my expectations? And I'll be honest, nothing has really changed for me. Sorry, there's dog hair everywhere down here. One of the dogs has been down here with me all day. So really nothing on my end has changed. Before I get into that, I have a couple of announcements. If you're not in Discord, you should join Discord. It's free. There's a link in my Twitter bio. There's also a bot that posts the link as well. So a couple of announcements. One, some of you guys have been asking about like tax programs, tax options, someone that does your taxes, like crypto taxes specifically. I found somebody. Yes, they do charge. It's not free, but they're very good. Licensed CPA, good firm. So more details on that. I'm finalizing some stuff with them, talking. They're going to come on live stream and discuss, show their whole deck, show what they do, show that they're legitimate. That way, if you guys are like, hey, I've made a bunch of money trading crypto, or you do make a bunch of money trading crypto, or hey, it's towards the end of the bull run and you've got to do your taxes. They do it in multiple different countries, so it's not just the United States. You've got the UK. You've got most major underlying countries they can do. So more on that later. The second announcement is the trading bot. So I mentioned Bybit. We're going to try and use Bybit for a little while until Coincatch and Blowfin are ready to go. I know for a lot of you can't use Bybit, and I am sorry. We're also going to add it to Bitget, and I know a lot of you can't use Bitget either. So again, this is kind of just a short-term solution for those of you that can use those exchanges. You'll be able to use the trading bot a little earlier. But again, I don't want you to think that, hey, he's going to use only these two exchanges. That's not the case. My goal is to move everyone to Coincatch and Blowfin. Once Coincatch and Blowfin are ready, those are probably the only two exchanges we use. Possibly continuing on Bitget and what's the other one? Bybit. But I really want to keep everything on those two exchanges. So with that said, when will it be ready? So Bitget could be ready as soon as Monday. I need to run a couple more tests. We're trying to hook everything up. It has been run on Bitget before, so it's good. It's been tested, but I need to test it on my end just to make sure. With Bybit, so I just submitted KYC. I have to wait for everything to go through with my dual citizenship. And once everything goes through, again, I would imagine next couple days, maybe through the weekend. I'm also going out of town. So that should be ready possibly next week sometime. Again, bot's been used on Bybit as well. Some of our partners use Bybit. So nothing wrong there. Should run fine. Sorry, guys. I just had to get a couple announcements out of the way, but let's talk charts. So what the hell happened today? Right. What's up, Toddy, Nuno, Shahid? How's it going? So what the hell happened today? So Jerome Powell went up, said 50 basis point cut. What does that mean? So I'll be honest with you guys, there's been this big debate. Rate cuts are bearish. Rate cuts are bullish. I have a kind of weird opinion that it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I think that we're going to get a lot of choppy bullshit throughout the rest of this month because of the rate hike decision, because of the undecisiveness in the market due to volatility. But I don't think it matters. I've said this for the last probably year, right? If any of you guys can remember, I think 2025, maybe early 2026. I've been saying 2 to 3 years. I'll correct myself. I've been saying 2 to 5 years from now, we're likely going to get a market crash. Regardless of rate hikes, regardless of rate reductions, we're going to get a market crash. So with that said, 50 basis point reduction is good in some aspect. It's good if you're trying to buy or build a house. It's good if you're trying to take a business loan. I do think in some way, shape, or form, this will stimulate the economy and likely give us some kind of upward momentum. But I think that upward momentum was coming regardless. We are at the tail end. And I'm going to open up the S&P real quick. We are at the tail end of a 15-year-long bull run. Right? 15 years we've gone up. 2009 all the way to 2024. 15 years we've gone up. The only major correction we've had is COVID, right? Now, you could argue we've gotten another correction here, but we haven't seen a market-style recession crash. And there's a lot of economic theories out there, right? The one that I've been sticking to is we're getting close to the end, right? So you have to decide for yourself, how are you going to treat the next 6 to 12 months? I made a tweet about this earlier, and I want to specify on it. How are you going to treat the next 6 to 12 months? When we have this last manic mania phase of parabolic price action that caps off the end of the 15-year-long bull run, and, the next 2 to 3 years we see some downside chop, something that no one wants to deal with or hold long term. Now, that's not to say short-term trading or swing trading won't be good. It probably will be excellent. But for long-term holding, like 401k, or if you bought your Bitcoin at 15k and you're looking to offload it, right? You're trying to play the bear to bull market run. You have to make your plan now, right? Your mindset needs to be made up now, because when Bitcoin breaks, I'm telling you, you can record my words. When Bitcoin breaks $110,000, right? 110k, Bitcoin's going to do this. Everyone that thinks that we're going to start this crazy downtrend and start this bearish, you're full of shit. Everything else, stocks, dollar, everything's pointing up. It's just a matter of time until liquidity dumps into the crypto market. So when Bitcoin does this, or for a matter of fact, if it does this, whatever it is, or just straight up does this, when we get to this point, everyone and their mother is going to say, oh, we're at 100k, we're going to go to 500k. Or 1 million. Actually, let's be a little bit more realistic. People are going to say we're going to go to 200k. I can tell you right now, we're not going to do that. It's not going to happen. I don't want to say it's not going to happen. Unlikely to happen. I think the top, like absolute tippy top, best case scenario, 180k. That's where we line up. We go higher, whatever. I will be completely out of this market, at least with Bitcoin, before 180k. Telling you right now, that's my mindset. As soon as people start pouring into the market, as soon as my friends start hitting me up, as soon as major news outlets are talking about Bitcoin, how great it is, how all these companies are buying it. Do you guys not see the trend I'm saying here? That's what happened at 50k here. And okay, 50k Bitcoin could have bought and made 30%, 31%. Good for you. I can guarantee you, if you're one of those people that bought there, you lost a shit ton of money. So have your mindset now, especially if you have spot. The next 6 to 12 months, that's how long you got, right? They're cutting rates. I'll be honest, and I know I might sound like a crazy person, but I think Kamala might win. I think they might do something to the election. I don't know. There's a lot of dead people that voted in the last election. So if she wins, you have 6 to 12 months. For the first year of her presidency, will go up. It'll probably be a quicker downfall because her policies will start to enact. Again, I think her policies aren't necessarily destructive for the economy, but as the economy stands now, they're not beneficial. If Trump gets elected, you probably have 2 years. So, again, it's not like you're getting a whole lot better here. Regardless, break 100K, you need to have your plan because it's coming. What's up, yes, sir? How's it going, man? How's it going? And look, this isn't just coming from me. This is coming from, it is coming from me, but I talk to guys that own funds. I own guys that have worked for reputable banks like Wells Fargo, like JP Morgan and Chase. All the time. It is coming. There is something big coming, right? After we go upwards, big correction. You have all this debt, all this credit card debt. People can barely afford groceries, and there's not some magical snap your fingers and everything fixes itself. There's not. It's not going to happen. So at some point, there is going to be a fiscal event to the downside. I fully believe in that. You can't tell me. If someone told me they didn't believe that, I don't know what to. I wouldn't talk to them anymore. I'd say go to the grocery store. Right? You buy 5 bags of groceries, it's $200. You buy rice, If you buy rice, like burger buns, sausage, chicken, like very basic stuff, it's $200, and it's only going higher. With all the debt, with all of the, I mean, if you look at just a simple graph, right? Cost of living, income, huge discrepancy. I wish I could pull it up for you now. I know what it looks like, but that's what it looks like, right? Cost of living to income. Cost of living is way higher than the average income. Something's going to give to bring these closer together. And in my opinion, it's going to be probably a reset of some kind. I don't want to say the great reset and scare everybody. Like I don't think we're ready for that yet. Probably in the next 10 to 20 years. But we're going to have some kind of recession, some kind of fiscal event. What's up, Eunice? How you doing, man? Nice to see you here as well. Yes, sir. I'm doing pretty good. Watched the rate decision. I've been on a 15-minute chart. I have not been trading this. I don't want you guys to think that I have. But I've just been watching this absolute shit show from the event today. Hopefully you guys didn't get wiped out. Another piece of advice. Don't trade on FOMC days, on rate days. Like whenever Jerome Powell's speaking, just don't even bother. I guarantee this thing's going to keep doing this for like the next 2 days. Like it's doing right now. But back to my point. You guys need to have a plan, right? And your mindset should be as soon as you start seeing droves of people coming in, exchange trading volume starts to rise, right? So I actually have a picture of exchange trading volume. Let's go get that. Excuse me one moment. Find it in Discord very quickly, and it is right here. Got it. Yeah, I have to take a screenshot of this. Here's exchange trading volume. When you start to see, let's just say we have, what is this? November, January. I'm gonna get more space. I'm just gonna put November, and this will be 24. You have January 25. What is it next? March 25. And then what's it back to? July. And then back to September. All 25. If you start seeing this in exchange trading volume and Bitcoin's at 120 to 150K, let's say between January, March, and July. So around this time, sell it all. Sell it all. Or sell most. Or at least have a take profit plan. You don't have to sell everything, just have a take profit plan. Right? When exchanges are the most quiet is usually when you buy. Usually when we're gearing up for a decisive move. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going up all the time, and I want to remind you of that. The whole point is if we're going up and you see volume increasing, the news taking, peaks and talking about crypto and how great it is, and if you open up a weekly and let's take a look at 2020, you start seeing this, right? Divergence is being created, volume going down as price is going up, things of that nature. Start exiting. Like literally start. Don't listen to everybody. Don't go on YouTube and go look at what, MM Crypto is saying or the Moon Carl or any of those dumbasses. Don't listen to them. Remember what I told you. The signs, signals, and warnings are going to be there again. I do not want you guys to get trapped. Now, granted, I will be here. It's not like I'm disappearing tomorrow. But I have to get you guys ready for this. Right? We got 6 to 12 months left. They're starting to cut rates. Something's going to give. They don't cut rates if they're not trying to fix something. And I think it's kind of they're just extending the fuse to the bomb, realistically. Tons of major cycles converging in late 2025, early 2026. Crypto bear market begins mid to late 2025. I agree. And you have that kind of decade-long cycle in the stock market. It's like every 10 to 15 years we get a recession. Seriously. It's pretty crazy how it works like that. I wonder if I can pull up the 1 year. Man, this is a pretty crazy one. 73 all the way to 98. I mean, that's 15 years. Recession. Right? We go all the way to 2008, around decade. Recession. 15 years. Likely going to get another downward move. It's pretty crazy how that works out. And everything is, like you said, tying together. Like it does. Like every cycle does. Oh, excuse me. And AZ, that doesn't mean like you have to sell January to March. Look, it could be July or August of next year. My whole point is when these signs and signals are there, don't go on Twitter and look for answers. Remember what I'm telling you now. Look at the chart. Are there divergences? Is there weakness? And two, look at the rest of everybody else. Is there a ton of mania? Are altcoins popping off? Right? Are altcoins going crazy and ballistic and shit coins like literally booty butt coin or something stupid like that is up like 10,000% over the last 5 hours. Or hands on my knees coin just in a 50x. You guys know what I mean? Like these stupid coins that aren't anything, they just pop off. The shit coins are literally shit coins. The cabal won't trap me. Yeah, just be ready to TP greatly by 2026. And look, I give a time frame. Right? I am giving a time frame. I have to give a time frame, for example. Look, it could be 3 years from now. But we could see like some crazy super cycle in crypto where crypto just doesn't stop. But what I will say is if you were a buyer from 15K and we go to 150K over what is it, like a 2 to 3 year period now? When did we bottom? 2022, right in the beginning of 2023. I mean, bottom, let's say 2023. It hasn't even been 2 years since the bottom, right? Let's say you bought all of your crypto here. 2 years later, or let's say 3 years later, let's say we get all the way to 150K in 3 years, 2025. That's an excellent return. You should probably take some off the table just because it's an excellent return. You don't want to be greedy. But anyways, that's kind of my spiel for the rate hike. I know a lot of people have been looking for my opinion. That's my opinion. I honestly don't think the rate hikes really matter unless they're very drastic, unless they're doing like a point or like, I guess, what is it, 100 BPS? Every time to compensate. But I think 50 is reasonable. I think it's a little high, but I think the markets will react very positive. But I think markets are going up anyways. There's nothing on my radar that's triggering a catastrophic event. So let's talk a little bit of TA and then we'll end the stream. So S&P. I would argue that this... excuse me. I would argue that this looks great. Double top threat no longer exists. You have bullish divergences. We're probably going to continue sideways and up. Hopefully we see crypto start to pump before the next SPX pump. The only negative thing here is we've rejected resistance once again. But I think once we punch through this resistance, it's almost like another parabolic run like we did breaking this 4,600 level. So dollar also providing confluence. Wow, the dollar dropped almost below 100 once again. Was that recently? Yes, okay. So it bounced. I still believe the dollar's forming a bear flag, right? Descending triangle, bear flag, consolidate, continue. Huge bounce on the daily. Pretty remarkable. Well, it'll be interesting to see what this does tomorrow because there's obviously a lot of volatility today. Everyone's getting stopped out, which again, don't trade on days like these. I'm telling you, everyone gets stopped out. So, yeah, I mean, we've bounced, but it'll be interesting to see where it is tomorrow. Due to aftermarket, pre-market trading. You look like Chris from Trend Twins. I want to look up who that is. I have no idea who that is. Chris Trend Twins. I hope he's not an absolute clown. I am not that ripped. Damn, this dude's fucking jacked. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know anything about this guy. Probably my hair right now. I just got out of the shower and it's all fucking long and shit. That's funny. Dude, yeah, check this out. This guy is fucking ripped. And I feel like this is steroid city, but I mean, you don't get muscles like that without at least working. But there he is. Guy's jacked. Right, back to TA. Honestly, I'm interested to see where this opens tomorrow. I don't believe the DXY is live right now. Sometimes I mix that up. Tether dominance. I'll be honest, until we get some clarity on Bitcoin and weed out the volatility, I don't really have much to read here. Unfortunately, the last couple hours we've just been super volatile because of the news. So I'm kind of sticking to a daily. The only thing I really see here are bearish divergences, right? You have higher highs, lower highs. But those divergences might be playing out because we have gotten a correction so far. Could we go lower? Sure. But they could have played out already. And, I mean, you have that same confluence from Bitcoin, right? You have higher lows here. I'd say these are equal lows, not necessarily lower lows, but equal lows. It is technically divergence. Hence the pump, right? But other than that, not a lot to read here. Gotten a very volatile event today. Honestly, I'd give it a full 24 hours before really looking for a setup. In 2022, it took us 1 full year to pretty much bottom out after the Fed started increasing rates. Maybe it takes 1 full year to take us top out from here. That's what I'm thinking as well. Right, there is a delayed reaction. Or maybe the market's forward looking. But I think it's a delayed reaction. Like, one rate reduction is not going to cause a market crash. Multiple rate reductions, right, when we start getting towards the end of the year or a year from now, like you're saying, yes, market's going to react significantly to that. Do you think ETH could reach all-time high by the end of the year, or is it in the gutter? I believe that ETH is going to shock the world like it always does. You guys have to remember, Bitcoin dominance is pumping, breaking out, pumping, with Bitcoin pumping. Ethereum is going to look like trash until Bitcoin dominance starts to drop. You'd be shocked how quick Ethereum will pump and put in massive gains when Ethereum to Bitcoin starts to flip. And relatively speaking, Ethereum's holding its value pretty well despite Ethereum to Bitcoin absolutely tanking. This thing's down like, what is this, 50% overall, 60% overall, and I think Ethereum's down 47%. So, yeah, I mean, Ethereum's taking a beating, but it's doing better than most alts. But yeah, I mean, Ethereum's not really going to do anything until this changes. And unfortunately, it looks like a waterfall sell-off for now. It's not like we have a full reversal. Not at all. So real quick, there's a bunch of new people that joined. I had 2 announcements at the beginning of the stream. If you missed them, just really quick, I do want to cover them again. On Monday, We'll be streaming Monday. So a lot of you guys have asked me about like tax programs or implementing some kind of tax system with one of the exchanges. So I actually had a licensed CPA and very well known, I guess, accounting firm reach out to me. And I'm back and forth talking with them. I'm going to bring them on my live stream so they can show us their deck, show us their legitimacy, show us what they've done in the past, show us who they've worked for in the past. And I think it'd be really cool. You know, we're coming up on a lot of people have to file or did file extensions for taxes. Plus, it kind of gets you in that mindset of, you know, tax seasons. Honestly, you know, I know it's, what is it, like 10 months away? But by the time we're through all the holidays, it's right around the corner. Holidays kind of start in Halloween. So at this point, I feel like end of October to January like 10th just completely flies. Like, because we have football, we have obviously like the 8 different holidays that are here. I know it's not 8, but it feels like 8. College football, you've got weather changing, you've got the days are shorter, the nights are longer. So it'll fly very quickly. So I thought that'd be cool for anyone that's been asking, or just education on crypto taxes and tax forms and, you know, the changes per country. So I'll have them on. The last announcement I have, the trading bot. We're trying to get that on Bybit. I have to go through KYC through my dual citizenship. Once we get that, we'll be good. But we are going to add it to BitGet. I believe on Monday. I have to run a couple tests over the weekend, make sure everything's running fine. But just to answer your questions out, yes, we are still working on Coincatch and Blowfin. So don't worry if you're from the United States or a country that can't use BitGet or Bybit. You will have an opportunity to use the bot, but I wanted to give people that can use these other exchanges, the ability to use it first. But the goal is to eventually move everybody over to Coincatch and Blowfin anyways. So with that said, you know, I know it sucks. You got to be patient. We're trying to build out the exchange so you guys can use the bot in the system correctly, that there's no technical issues to lose money on. Fiddlek needs to leave his girlfriend. I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I do like the idea of it takes a full year for us to top out from here. I think you're kind of spot on. Actually, I think you're really spot on. Real quick, if you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat. Be more than happy to answer them. I've kind of TA'd out for the day. I won't lie. I stared at a 15-minute and an hourly, all morning. Not all morning, but actually, yeah, really the last 24 hours. I've just been looking at this and all the volatility from today's news-based event. I haven't traded any of it. I haven't found a reason to trade any of it, but if you guys have any questions at all, I'm more than happy to answer them, whether it's on the trading bot or just something trading in general. Spit it. I got like 5 to 10 minutes left. Then I got to go. Been training. If you guys can see him back there. You can't see him. The puppy is a year old, and every day we've been doing an hour's worth of training. So I got to go do that, and then I got to go make food. But anyways, let me know your questions. Do I ever trade futures? I only trade futures. I mean, I have spot positions, but swing trading, I only trade futures. So you can, if you're from the States, you can trade futures on Coincatch. Yeah, I agree with you, AZTV. It's probably very close. So the Fed cuts rates again, 0.25, 0.5. What's your opinion? I kind of gave my opinion towards the beginning of the stream. I still think the market goes up. Again, if they continue to cut rates, one, that's good for housing. I'll finally be able to, not finally, I can buy a house, but I can get a bigger house because the loan will be less. But I still think it's relatively bullish. I mean, again, like a year or two, we'll probably have some kind of financial downturn. Do I trade the NASDAQ at all? Not really, no. Sorry you weren't here. Oh, no worries. Oh, yeah, Blowfin you can trade futures on as well, but you have to use a VPN. So, just for everybody's sake, if you're from the States or a country that can't trade futures, I have affiliate links, so you'll get a fee reduction. I think it's 15% from Coincatch and 20% from Blowfin. Go to my Discord, go to Exchange Referrals, sign up there. You can trade futures. You get a discount on fees. And further on that, if you're planning to use the bot, like if you're someone that can use Bitkit and you're going to use the bot, which makes, I don't know, like 30 to 50 trades a week, a lot of fees there. You get another fee reduction if you use my link for Bitkit. Just helps you out a little bit more. Is it a good time to buy alts? Depending on the alt. But I'll be honest, probably not. Just because it's very uncertain where Bitcoin's... I mean, I don't want to say I'm uncertain where Bitcoin's going. My view is up. But the problem is, if Bitcoin doesn't break this range, alts are going to continue to feel pain. I mean, there's some alts, like Fetch has a gigantic... I mean, it also depends, like, what's your time frame. Right? I mean, the best time to buy alts was 2 years ago. When everything was down, when Bitcoin was down 80% from prior highs. Now Bitcoin's down 20%. There's such a higher risk to buying alts right now. Hey Roman, thanks again for your insight and updates. Hands down the hardest working and unbiased analyst out there. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Yeah, I really appreciate all the kind words. You guys flood my DMs all the time. It means a lot. You guys are definitely the reason why I do this. I was in your shoes in 2016, 2017, and I wanted to make a difference. So hopefully everything I do is helping you guys. I'm sorry I'm not perfect all the time. Tried my best, but I appreciate all the kind words. 10 months ago was also a great 10 months. Yeah, that was before they moved. Like Link in this gigantic 500-day range was huge. But yeah, I guess it was 10 months ago. Or no, about a year ago. And that was kind of the chance to buy Link. I don't know if I'd buy Link now. Because what if we dip back in briefly, then you have a better chance. But look, no matter what you do, if you want to buy anything, research what a dollar cost average is, and that's your safest way to buy anything. Like let's say you have like $1,000. You want to buy a bunch of random alts. Don't just wake up on Monday morning and buy $1,000 worth of alts. Like, buy $100 worth of something, or buy $50 worth of something one week, and then another $50 of something the next week, and then another $50. Then you're spreading out your risk over time, which again makes it safer for you overall. And you have a chance. Like, let's say the market only goes up from here. Okay, let's say Link only goes up from here. Okay, then all of your buys are profitable, right? You're never going to be able to buy and sell top, or like buy bottoms and sell tops. It's not going to happen. So, but let's say Link does something like this, right? Then you capture a little bit at every level, right? Every week you capture a little bit. Let's say you're fully suited by here. Awesome. Your average is somewhere here. Great. So again, if you want to buy alts, at least dollar cost average. Research it. Live it, learn it, love it. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I got to go do some dog training. So I wish all you guys well. Next week, I'll be out of town Wednesday and Friday, but we will be streaming Monday. More updates on the trading bot, stuff to come. I'll let you guys know when it's fully ready. Again, Bitkit should be ready by Monday. Bybit should be ready sometime next week. It just depends on when they approve KYC and when they approve of my copy trading application, which could take a couple days. So with all that said,